Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bisalamda and thank you so much for tuning in today. So today I am going to be talking about how to be a successful, a fulfilled and a happy student. Yes, I am a graduate, so I was speaking from experience. So if this sounds like something you'll be interested in, or you know someone that will be interested in this, because trust me, there is going to be a lot you can learn from this. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back. So the first tip I'm going to be sharing on how to be a successful, a fulfilled and a happy student person, actually, because it's the person that makes the student. Yeah, so the first tip I'm going to be mentioning is to know yourself, recognize your strengths and your weaknesses, and do not compare yourself to anybody. What am I trying to say? What I'm saying is essence is, is that it is always okay to know who you really are, know what your strengths are, know what your weaknesses are. In however, I just know what you're capable of, and just know the things that surround you and what makes you you. And do not ever compare yourself to somebody else. It is okay to appreciate people. It is okay to appreciate a particular trait or quality in person, but don't go around saying, oh, I wish I have a car like her. Oh my goodness, how can she have that kind of body and I don't have that kind of body? How can she have that money? I don't have that kind of money. First of all, you guys are not the same. Secondly, you don't know their background, you don't know the internal battle or whatever it is that they're also going through. And most times, research has shown that most people that you also want to be like most often see a particular trait or something that they like and they appreciate in you. It is okay to see people, compliment them, you know, appreciate and be genuinely happy for them and their growth, but don't go around and start making yourself sad at the account of somebody else's success, on the account of somebody else's happiness, on the account of somebody else's fulfillment. This person that you're seeing that is happy, this person you think is successful, this person you think is fulfilled, it can just be a facade, but you would make that as a benchmark for your own happiness. You set that as a benchmark for your own happiness. You are just ruining yourself and just going to make yourself a sadist and someone that is just, you know, doesn't appreciate his or her life. One thing that I did while I was in school also was that in my first year and second year, I went around comparing myself to people, trying to, you know, have what kind of, if I see like there's a particular quality that they like in a particular person, I try to make that me. But at the end of the day, I wasn't showing who I really was. I wasn't being true to myself. At the end of the day, I realized that it really didn't even matter. What matters is for me to be me. And then later on, I actually realized that most of these people that I saw like a particular trait or quality in them that I appreciated, or people that I was mimicking consciously or unconsciously, they saw like a lot of reasonable traits in me that I did not appreciate in myself. Then later on, they were the one pointing it to me. And I'm like, oh really? You guys thought I was this? Oh really? You guys thought I was? I was like, I actually meant I was kind of a big deal, but I was going around making myself no deal. Do you get? So it's also okay to have healthy competition with people. Check that word, healthy competition. Don't go around and being obsessed with someone's life or constantly trying to compare yourself with someone will not make you happy. It will make you fulfilled, and you definitely won't achieve whatever it is that you want to by going around and constantly wishing you're somebody else. And the second tip I'm going to be mentioning on how you can be a happy, successful and a fulfilled person is to surround yourself with people that genuinely want you to grow. People that just like, your support system has to be bang. There has to be people that will see you and be like, okay, so I like people that genuinely just want you to grow as a person, people that want to see you happy, people that want to see you successful. Don't surround yourself with toxic people, don't surround yourself with naysayers, don't surround yourself with deadbeat downers or whatever they call them. Like, just have genuinely, even if it's just one person, have a positive energy around you. Any kind of negative energy you have around you, any kind of negative or toxic person you have around you, cut them off. Like, you don't even have time to be entertaining any kind of negative thoughts in your head. All you need is positive affirmations, positive things. People that when they genuinely say things that will make you grow, something that they feel will have an impact, a positive impact in your life, they can genuinely tell you or point you to the direction in which you can get it in case you're not aware of what is going on. But not people that they will see something that can make you happy, people that will see something that will make you a better person, or someone that will see something that will make you grow probably better than them, but then they will hide this or try to convince you otherwise and tell you not to go for it because it is bad for you. You don't need that kind of people. Like, oftentimes what I did in school was I attached myself to a lot of toxic people. Oh my goodness, I attached myself to people that I was way better off without. Now, I'm not trying to throw shade to people. I'm not trying to say I did not appreciate the kind of friendship I had with people. But then I also did this thing that people say. There's this saying that we all say that, oh, don't cut people off because you don't know what or who they will be in life or where they will come in for you. Okay, I hear you. But if at the moment you are threatening my peace, if at the moment I see you as someone that is toxic, if at the moment you are someone that it is draining my energy, I'm going to cut you up without even giving it a second, like without even giving it thinking about it twice. Because if I am constantly saying, okay, I don't want to call this person up because I don't know who or what they'll be in life, or I want to like constantly be with this person because I don't know where we'll later meet. Like maybe I will need them. Don't let me cut them off now. But what if I don't make it to that future? What if their toxicity actually kills me before I get to that point? I'm not saying have like negative energy. I'm not saying give people attitude. I'm not saying be a bitch to people or give them attitude. But I'm saying if it's something that is genuinely a threat to your happiness, something that you feel is holding you back from being successful and fulfilled, cut them out of your life. So the third one is to don't overthink things. YOLO, you only live once, and do something nice for yourself, fam. Like we all know how stressful school can be. We all know how stressful life itself can be. What I do at times, I happen to be an overthinker. I overthink things. Like I will have imagined a whole scenario in my head, and most of the times things I've imagined are like maybe just like the situation might be just like a tiny little bit, let's say 1%, and the imagination I've had in my head is like 90%. And then I'm like, yo, why am I putting too much stress on myself? Why am I overthinking things? Then another thing that I did, well, I am someone that I don't, like that's why I said you need to identify yourself. I know the kind of person you are. I'm the kind of person that I don't like to be idle. I always like to be engaged in something. So even if like I am holding like, oh, because while I was in school, I write a couple of posts. So even if I feel like I'm overwhelmed, I go looking for more. Because I know people say you're too ambitious. I'm like, no, I'm not too ambitious, but I know myself. But then at the same time, as much as I want to take a lot of responsibilities, I know when to draw the line. There are times where I will have stressed myself. I will have taken more than I can take. I will have even tried to put myself under the fire for people that will not even go under the rain for me. The moment I realized, I was like, nah, fam. Like I have to live this life. I have to chill and live my university life to the fullest. I think I started living and started enjoying my university life in my 300 level second semester, 100 level, 200 level, and I think a little bit of 300 level first semester. I was like, I was kind of uptight. People might not notice it because I know me, because I know the battle I was facing inside, and then outside I'm smiling like, oh yo, hey, Visco here and stuff. But yeah, so what I'm just saying is, when it's time for you to take a break, take a break. Life is never that deep. Like, yeah, school, we all want to pass, we all want to graduate with a good grade, but you know what, you're gonna have to enjoy life and enjoy school life, because there's some things I look back and I'm like, oh god damn, why didn't I do this in school? Like, not as if I have regrets, but then again, there's some things I knew that, okay, fam, if you have just enjoyed your life and just cruise around in school, you know. But then again, what I do when I know I'm stressed out, when I know I'm like, I've gotten to like the brink of breaking down, I treat myself to a very nice and a well-deserved meal, you know. If I perish, I perish. I spend the last amount of money to take care of myself and relax, you know. I just want to relax and to be taken care of, you know.
I just want to relax and be taken care of.
Anyway, when it's time for you to take a break, know when to take a break, know when to draw a line. Take care of yourself, chill. I'm not saying you should go around and start cruising, getting drunk and doing all those kind of crazy stuff. But you just do something fun, hang out with friends. Don't be upset. Don't lock yourself up in the hostel and just be like, oh, book. Enjoy life. Another thing that we tend to do to put stress on ourselves is when we are going through stress, or when we are going through a particular setback, we tend to forget the things that we have already conquered, the things that threaten to put you down, that almost killed you, that we almost felt like suffocating. You forgot that it was you, the same you, that were able to overcome this hurdle. So why is that when it comes to like the present issue, we tend to overthink it and feel like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna die, life is falling around. Take a step back, reflect on the couple of things that you've survived, and you are still standing. You are still being a person. You are still the same person that is following or having the same issue. So remember what you did then, remember how strong you were, and then just do what it is to handle it. And at times, what I do is I look for people to talk to. At times when I feel like I'm bottling a lot of things up, I talk to someone. Like, I be like, okay, so someone you can trust, someone that you know, I know, like, are genuinely going to guide you, and someone that is always willing to listen to you. And if you don't have that, talk to yourself. I see that I do that a lot as well. Like sometimes I feel I can't tell someone because I feel they can't relate or they can't understand. I talk to myself. Another thing I do, which doesn't make sense, is I watch movies. Well, not as if it doesn't make sense, it just makes sense, but I can use like a whole week to just watching movie and not read them. Another thing you can do is to make or implement stress relief techniques. And what am I saying? My own stress relief technique is by watching movie. I know it's crazy. Now I'm going to give you an example of how I've applied this and how it has worked out for me. Whenever we finish exam in school, like it's only during exam that you see me looking for movies. That is my own movie time. Now why is it like that? Because I have known myself, I have studied, I have mastered, and I know what I can take on, and I know what my capabilities are. So whenever I come back from an exam in, like, if let's say I have like 2 to 5 paper, once I get back, I go and get my food from the cafe. Then when I get to the hostel, I'll watch movie from 5 to 7. Yeah, people that come into our room and that time like, Mr. But we have people. I'm like, yeah, I know, but man, no go perish. There's this movie I really need to watch, and I really need to watch the episode. And that is when you see me watching like the most interesting movie that everybody in the school have been watching. Nah, Bisala will save it for exam time. You know why it's like that? Because I already know that after I have already gone and poured my head and my brain is still hot, I need to come back and chill and relax. I need to cool down. And okay, you know what? Before I go back and jump right straight into the next paper, I need to calm my brain down. I need to reflect and relax and know that Bisala, life is not, it's not that hard. So after that, I can watch movie from 5 to 7, and then from 5 to like 7. Then from 7 to I think 9, I used to sleep. People are like, this guy is crazy. I used to sleep, and then you see me sleeping on my bed. Yes, and you're like anybody that wake me up from that sleep. Hey, then I cannot do it from that 9 that I wake up. I can do it the next morning. I know that, okay, now I've already, my brain is calm, I can do it. Now I'm not saying you need to follow this pattern. I'm saying look for what works for you. Try to identify your pattern and what you think can make you to be like at your optimal level all time. Something that you can use to, get your energy back, get your vibe back and stuff like that. That is what works for me during exam. That's what I used to take pressure of myself. I watch movie. That's when I go around and start gisting with people, and then some people just chase away from the room. I'll be like, guy, go away from my room. And then like that's what I say, just know yourself and don't try to do like if I was to look at people. Is immediately when we get back, I had this roommate. Immediately when we get back after eating a dish, she's back to reading because that is what works for her. I can't like it's just as if I was wasting my time. If I finish the paper, it's finished, then I'm like, okay, let me continue reading. I'm just staring at the book like this. Myself and the book just looking at so like this. Don't worry, nothing will enter my head because I am drained. I need to sleep. My brain needs to, re-energize itself because I'm human. So yes, know your strengths and know what works for you. That will also take you a long way of being happy and make you happy. Another way that you can make yourself happy is to find joy in what you think you're suffering from, and never tie your happiness to people. Like never make that mistake of tying what makes you happy or what makes you fulfilled or what that sense of fulfillment or success has to come from maybe people accepting you or people recognizing that this is coming out very good for you. People like praising you. At times people will not like if you don't praise yourself, if you don't, that's why people are like that you don't, they say you should not blow your own trumpet. But at times if it's blowing your own trumpet that will make people to actually listen to you, do it. At times some people will not even notice you, they won't recognize you until you yourself recognize yourself. So what I'm saying in essence is don't ever seek for people's approval and associate that to your happiness. Don't ever seek for like if something that you yourself is successful, like is huge, it's something like you need to be congratulated on and told, yeah guy, you did it, but then you're waiting for someone to tell you you did it. You're waiting for someone to say, oh wow, that is really good. You're only killing yourself and you're only killing your own happiness. Be your own cheerleader. Yeah, yo. Cheer yourself on, even without people cheering you on. Trust me, later on when they actually see how good you're doing, they will cheer you on without you asking to be cheered on. So yeah, another thing that you also need to do, or another thing that I do in that to like bring myself happiness, or how to deal with other struggles that life give is that even if I feel like I'm suffering, I try to relate it and just play it off as a joke and just try to crack joke. But then again, it can get very tiny when you try to like ignore the feelings that what you're actually feeling, and you know you're dying inside, but then you pretend outside that you're happy. I'm not saying you should do that. What I'm saying is fine, even if it's something that is you're dying, try to find a sense of humor or just something to to cool down the breeze, because life is really not that hard. Like, are you really this will say, are you really Benny Tony Gbagbo? Are you really? What that means is life is not hard for whoever has believed that life is not hard. So I hope this will be able to you'll be able to apply. And then this is not limited, like all these things I've listed are not limited to things that can make you happy. I'll be releasing an article on my blog expatiating more on things that you can do to make yourself happy, fulfilled, and successful. So yes, thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. It was really nice talking to you. Yes, I'm talking to you. And if you're watching this video and you're yet to subscribe, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for riding with me. And if you're new here, I hope you enjoy what I spoke about, and please click the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on my next episode. Bye.